So my name is Konstantin Anastasakis. I was the teacher supervisor. Anton directed this play, I think for the first time 10 years ago. Wrote and directed with Calgary Young People's Theatre. I think that one of the most challenging elements of working on this production for the cast was wrapping their head around expressionism as a form in theatre making. So often we gravitate toward naturalism and realism, and so some of the gestural staging that was done in Frankenstein feels sometimes a little counterintuitive to what students or young actors think of as acting. So I think that might have been the biggest hurdle in their understanding, but then once they clicked, they were very generous in what they were able to bring to the stage.
Vienna, or Valdo.
Rowan Google. Yeah, I play the monster, and I was really attracted to this role just because of how dynamic the character is, and also just how much pain they go through. I really took inspiration from Shakespearean characters like Macbeth, Hamlet, and their kind of how those soliloquies are often delivered, and guys like Batman, with the deep gravelly voice.
For me, I always saw a lot of myself in Victor. A scene that deeply resonated, I think, would be the scene where Victor snaps at Kremp. I don't know, I found it just very cathartic.
The role asked a lot more of me as an actor than what I've done before. There's a lot, and Anton really worked with me to bring that out, because there's a lot of complexity to the monster. Favorite scenes to do with V was our fight scene at the very end. I thought, yeah, and it was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
All every day, and I thought it was a really fun climax to the show.
I love a villain character because they're so complex and so many different sides of them that you can really play with.
I think just the confidence that you develop on stage is really rewarding.
I'm Sophie Myers. I'm in grade 11 and I help with costumes and theater tech stuff here at Central. This is one of the spaces that we use to get ready, get all our actors makeup, costumes, and hair done. And it's a mess in here because they have to get it done fast and they have to get in the theater, do all their warm-ups, everything, so they're ready for the show. But pretty much we just give them pictures and stuff. Students have designed the look that they want makeup to be and the look that they want costumes to have. With the tech theater class, I really like getting to design costumes. That's my personal favorite part. So I get a script and I have to read it through and I see what I want the character to look like. And then I go through our amazing costume department and I pick out what I can. And then we get the actors in and we measure them and we alter things to fit them. And then I just love when actors and I have the same idea for what their character should look like.
I'm Nevaeh and I'm in grade 12. As the head makeup artist and designer for Frankenstein, so I got to make all the faces for all the characters. So the director, Anton, he really wanted the show to look a lot like the show Nevermore, and a lot of the look is inspired very gothic and circusy and clowny overall. I just wanted it to look not traditional to the regular Frankenstein shows. I wanted to rebel from the norms. With Rowan, it was a lot easier because we just had to tease and add gray spray, but with Julia, we had to do a lot more work with it to make it at least similar in style. It was a fun time, it was a fun process. Everyone was kind, everyone was always dancing, everyone was always in a good mood. My favorite part about creating in general, really, it's very liberating, and it's very freeing, and I get to express. In general, and performing is all about transformation, and I think that's something that I'm going to apply to the rest of my life, is just the ability to embrace transformity and transformation. I can do that through makeup as well and acting, and it's not necessarily a bad thing to change or to desire change.
Conrad. I'm in grade 12 and I'm the stage manager for Frankenstein.
Abby McDonald. I'm in grade 11 and I'm the assistant stage manager for Frankenstein.
It's the cues. There's about 200 cues in our hour-and-a-half long show. First act is very tech heavy. Second act, it calms down a bit.
There's a lot of props, but it's usually pretty easy to tell which props go on when. It's a lot of paging curtains. It's a lot of fun. I like it.
We're just about to have students come in for our fight call. Fight call is where we go over our choreographed fight scenes to make sure everyone is safe and understands exactly what they're doing during our performance nights. With all of these platforms, safety has been a really big priority for us, making sure that the actors are safe on the platforms. They won't fall off without it being a planned fall, and if they do fall, they don't get hurt. So we have
a hidden safety light underneath the stage for staircases and stuff in blackouts.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Maya. I'm Addison. So basically we filled the role of assistant director, so I also was fight captain, so I basically helped with all the show fights, any stage combat that we had, just anything like that, and then we both helped out being vocal coach. Yeah, it was a really great opportunity to have to work with someone who does this professionally and just get to see what they kind of bring to a show.
Makes you feel like the stakes are a little bit higher because you're working with somebody who does this every day.
It gave us a great opportunity to just see how a show really comes together.
Anton has a very distinct creative vision for what he wanted it to be, from the person who wrote it to the stage, and fulfill exactly how he wants it to look.
I think that one of the moments that resonated most with me in the play itself was the depiction of the family trying to get through to Victor, break through his obsession, get a moment of his attention in this sort of all-consuming work that became building this monster, this creature. I hope that they bring forward a sense of curiosity, playfulness, that sense of artistic inquiry that feels so natural in a rehearsal space and in a drama classroom, but sometimes we forget to bring to our lives outside of the art form. And I think that each and every one of them really had to take a leap to get to where they did by the end of the performance run, and watching it grow through rehearsals, but also as they were performing for an audience, and how it changed the show, how they changed their approach to the character, the timing differences, the experimentation. I thought it was very responsive, and I thought that by the end of this rehearsal process in the run, by closing night, they really started to trust each other and to work as a unit, which is critical for a play like this.